Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm Gwen Fewell. I am the president and CEO at SynVivo Inc. We are an organ-on-chip company with realistic and predictive models and applications in drug testing, preclinical drug testing. Um, so, oh, so 90% of all drugs that pass through preclinical testing fail in the clinic. It takes 10 to 15 years and over $1 billion to get a drug to market. So clearly creating a huge burden on our healthcare system. Um, a big reason for that is because the tools and the models that are used in early drug testing are very simplistic. You take monolayers of cells, you bathe them in drug, you assess for safety and efficacy. Nothing like what happens in the clinic where patients are delivered drugs via the systemic circulation. Simple models like these monolayers of cells also don't take into account human biology of tissues and organs or blood flow. So SynVivo has a solution that has we have a proprietary microfluidic platform where we can actually print actual vasculature that surrounds tissue. So you can actually create complex morphology as well as physiology, and you can actually test drugs in vivo like conditions. So the cells that you're testing are more in vivo like because they are being exposed to shear stress and blood flow. And so the goal is predictive testing, allowing early testing to fail fast. So you're not spending money and 10 to 15 years for it to fail in the clinic. So key features of our platform that are differentiating are, first of all, they have in vivo like microvasculature. So we are designing these blood vessels through which you can deliver drugs, immune cells, other things that can interact with the tissue. We have a side-by-side architecture that allows you to visualize um, interactions between cells on the blood side, cells on the tissue side. And then it's a real-time visualization. So this is an actual inflammation assay being visualized in real time. So you can see immune cells adhering and migrating on inflamed blood vessels. And that is a way you could test drugs for safety. So you deliver the drugs and you can test with immune cells whether they're causing toxicity and causing inflammation. Our assays are more predictive. This is a case study testing two different drugs in two different oncology drugs. And this was done with a gene therapy company that was seeing different responses when they injected directly into the animal versus vascular injections into the animal. They were seeing results that were inconsistent. And when it was tested in the SynVivo platform, it was only when it was delivered via the vasculature. So you're delivering the drug via these blood vessels so it can get to the tumor. That's the only time you could see a predictive response that was similar to what was seen in vivo. If you delivered it directly in an organoid or a spheroid-like condition, you didn't see what was expected in vivo. We have spun out of our parent company, CFD Research. We have a robust portfolio of 23 different patents that cover our devices, assays, and applications. We actually physically separated from the parent in January 2023, and we have commercialized several of these models in market. Some of our popular models are the blood-brain barrier, cancer models, our inflammation model, a few models around toxicity, including the lung and cardiac. Um, our most popular model is the blood-brain barrier. It is one, I have a neuroscience background. It is one near and dear to me. And also because the CNS drug discovery and development is very heavily impacted by the blood-brain barrier. It does not allow drugs to get across. And so our model allows companies to test drugs to see whether the different variations on the drugs can allow them to get across. We also have products that we sell libraries of microfluidic chips for customers to create these models in their own labs. And we do contract research services as well. Our current partnerships and distribution networks, we sell direct in the US and Canada. We have international partners across Asia Pacific and Europe, different distributors. We also have reseller agreements for selling some of the instrumentation that we need for running the platform. A snapshot of our customers. So we have over the few years that we've been selling commercial, we have over 250 customers in 30 different countries. We sell products mainly to academic audiences. We sell contract research services into pharma and biotech. We have a very lean operation. We are in Huntsville, Alabama at the Hudson Alpha Institute of Biotechnology. But we do all of our operations in the labs at Hudson Alpha, including manufacturing, production, sales, marketing, contract research services. We also do customer training workshops. And we have a total of 7 full-time employees, and we are completely revenue supported. In scaling up, we are looking towards multi-organ models. We've already started developing those, also revenue supported, towards body on a chip. We want to be the models that are used for IND enabling studies. Towards patient on a chip, clinical trials on a chip, we have the platform that can be used for all of this. The market is growing very rapidly, fueled primarily by the FDA Modernization Act 2.0, that for the first time supports the use of alternative models, including organ on chip, and does not require the use of animals in early drug testing. So this market is growing by 41.8 CAGR and forecasted to reach 1.4 billion by 2030. If you look at competitors, and I'm just looking at head-to-head competitors, organ on chip competitors, where they have some element of complex morphology as well as physiology. And for a lot of the design, whether or not they have the physiology, the ability to have complex microenvironments, real-time visualization, multi-organ formats, and cost, whether it's standard instrumentation or not, SynVivo does very well in all of these respects. We want to continue to scale up, increase our market traction, and for that, we are looking to raise a Series A to automate and and incorporate AI into our platform. Reproducibility of these assays are the #1 limitation to market adoption. The way you create reproducibility is controlling all of the things that go into these devices: cells, basement membranes, detection tools, etc. We want to remove human touch. And so the AI algorithms that we are generating will allow us to dock these chips, start the assay, and only collect data with AI scoring of how well each of these models will functionalize. We also need to scale up our commercial team. We are already developing multi-organ models. We need sensors that, again, allow for assays that can be assayed over a long period of time, so not endpoint assays. We have a leadership team that is scientific. We've got engineers, we've got experts in commercialization as well as corporate strategy, and we have financial management as well. Our board of directors also includes Dennis Grimaud, who's a serial entrepreneur. His latest exit was Diatherics to Eurofins, but our other Samir Singhal, for example, our CEO at CFD Research, who's our parent company, is also very expert at licensing out technologies that are developed with NIH and DoD funding. And SynVivo's technology was also developed with NIH and DoD funding. Summary, we are pioneers in the organ on chip market. We have a strong portfolio of patents, established partnerships. We are revenue generating, and we have a clear roadmap for increasing our traction in the market. So with that, I will take questions if there's time.